Speaking of whipping dicks out, so we'll start with an actor named Gary Busey.
Are we really sure he's an actor? Because I don't think he's ever actually acted.
So let's preface this entire thing. Gary Busey in 1988 suffered a motorcycle accident or a car accident, but it resulted in severe brain trauma. And
that would explain a lot.
Yeah, he's been messed up ever since then. I always confuse this with Billy Idol, because remember Billy Idol got into a motorcycle accident and that really screwed him up too?
Yeah, but I don't think anybody's ever been screwed up the same way as Gary Busey.
Even his son, Jake Busey, very good actor. He's like, yeah, my father, I think his exact words were, my father's personality was cranked up to 11 after that accident.
Yeah, and you're talking about Jake Busey.
Yeah.
Who's not exactly a subtle wallflower.
There's a set of teeth between the two of them.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, they literally power an entire chiclets factory.
I'm at Rock and Shock in 2012 with Kate, and we're waiting in line to meet the great Lance Henriksen. And while we're in line, Jake Busey walks by us, and you can instantly tell it's Jake Busey because of those teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'd forgotten that Jake Busey was going to be there, so I pointed at Kate. I'm like, hey, look, it's Jake Busey. Kate's like, who? I'm like, it's Gary Busey's son. I wonder if Gary Busey's here. And I didn't even get the sentence out before I heard someone just screaming goddamn bloody murder. And it was Gary Busey. Just yelling about something. Has no control over the volume of his voice. And this was 10 years ago, so you can only imagine how it is now. 78 years old, by the way, Gary Busey.
78, huh?
Didn't know that. Didn't know that until today. I knew he was in his 70s, but I didn't realize he was on the upper end.
I'm surprised that he's lasted this long.
So, okay. Here is what I know Gary Busey from. And it's actually two things I'm very familiar with. The first was a great, great show called I'm With Busey.
Oh, my God.
That show was fucking great. I think that was on Comedy Central.
Yes. I think so. Yes, Comedy Central. Yes.
Because I feel like that came on, like, it was like back to back, I'm With Busey, followed by Chappelle's Show. We're talking like the golden, maybe not call it like the golden age of Comedy Central, but there were some good shows at the time on Comedy Central.
Yeah, I don't want to derail this, but you know how normally when you look up on IMDb, it's like you see a show or a movie, it's not a movie, but a show, and it's like, series ran from 1999 to 2009, like 2016 to 2019, right?
Sure.
I'm with Busey, 2003 dash. It doesn't say 2003 edit. It doesn't say 2003 to 2003. It's got a dash, like it's assuming there's more episodes coming. Like we're just waiting for the second season to drop 20 years later.
Just waiting for it.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God, no, this is part of Gary Busey. I'm With Busey season 2. This is what's happening. This is what it is.
Boy, would that just be grand. I would take a second season of
viral marketing right there.
Oh, I would take a second season of I'm With Busey in a heartbeat. It was Gary Busey and Adam De La Pena.
Yes.
And
a lot of fear and apprehension.
In reality, it aired from June 17th to August 5th, 2003, over the course of 13 episodes.
Yep.
Right from Wikipedia. The premise of the show revolved around the idea of Gary Busey teaching Adam De La Pena all about the world. In one episode, for example, De La Pena complained to Busey about his lack of love life. Busey helped De La Pena become more confident by setting him up with a date and then feeding him lines through an earpiece. During that episode, Busey told Adam to tell the girl that he had a Loch Ness monster in his pants. In the first episode, Busey told one of his most perplexing Buseyisms, try, meaning tomorrow's really yesterday. That is a brain injury talking. That's what that is.
Oh, yeah.
That is CTE just showing its ugly face. Its ugly set of teeth. So there was that. And then most people forget that this was a thing, but Gary Busey was in Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
I do not forget that one, sir. I do not forget that at all.
As the great Phil Cassidy who blows his arm off.
Yep, because I remember playing that goddamn almost nonstop on PS2 for weeks in college.
Yep. And that's now in Vice City, that's on the second island. And once you get to Phil and you do all his missions, at that point, once you unlock access to his store, that's where you can purchase like a rocket launcher and a flamethrower. And that's where the end game material comes into play.
And then you get that and you just drive up and down the strip, shooting cops and just getting your one level up and just cranking music.
V-Rock.
Oh, fucking V. Oh, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, yeah. Oh, gets me going, man.
I think it was the great Jeff Berlin, voice imaging guy Jeff Berlin, because I know he's done a lot of work on all the Grand Theft Auto games, told me directly that for Grand Theft Auto 5, he had to do basically all of his own imaging. He had to do everything.
Oh, wow.
But it's, it's going to be platinum no matter what, but it's something I quote to this day. The Love Fist commercial on V-Rock. Lock up your daughters and shoot your sons. And then you just hear a kid go, Dad, no. There's actually, I think it was supposed to be, obviously it was supposed to be a parody of all the great 80s action films.
Mm-hmm.
But Jack Howitzer, I think, was supposed to like, I know he's supposed to be like Stallone and Schwarzenegger and Van Damme, but I really think he was supposed to be based on Busey. Like it was like Evacuator or whatever the film was called. I just remember at the end they go rated R for retarded.
Yes.
I got in a fuckload of trouble in high school because I quoted that once. But anyway, so he's in Vice City, and then there's the prequel, Vice City Stories, which I actually think is the superior one. And they kind of do things in reverse in that game, where Phil Cassidy is one of the first mission givers that you meet in that game, and ends up delivering one of my favorite exchanges.
Comrade! Come here!
What are you doing here?
I heard there's gonna be a party, so I brought fireworks!
Where's Lance?
I love that guy! Yeah!
As his character, by the way, is walking around just wielding two Uzi 9mm.
Damn right. Nothing says 80s like Uzis.
Yeah. And that's a prequel. It takes place in 1984, so he has both arms, in case you're wondering. So those are the two things I remember Busey from. But was it 48 Hours that he was in? Trying to think of like what he was actually in that was like well known. The Buddy Holly story. That's he won an Academy Award for that. I also have to.
You're confusing him with Nick Nolte.
I was just going to say
48 Hours. Yeah.
I was just going to say I confused the two. And it's because of that goddamn mugshot of Nick Nolte.
The Nick Nolte mugshot makes him look like Gary Busey.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I remember Gary Busey for me was Under Siege.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's been in a lot. All right. Now just looking at his filmography. Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
Point Break, The Firm. Things dropping off over the years. One of the last.
I wonder why.
He was in the Entourage film, and then before that, he was in Piranha 3 Double D.
Oh.
Which I believe starred a lot of porn stars. I'm sorry, a lot of porn stars and David Hasselhoff.
Is it Hasselhoff?
So Busey's in the news because Busey shows up at a lot of conventions now, and why wouldn't he? I mean, you
have to.
My Busey story is from a convention, so there you go. But this broke over the weekend, and then TMZ actually dropping the details today. Gary Busey allegedly grabbed a woman's butt and then tried unlatching a bra. Gary Busey, according to the article here, Gary Busey allegedly got super inappropriate with several women at a fan event, grabbing butts and attempting to undo one woman's bra, leading to charges against the actor. Cops say they were called to a DoubleTree hotel in New Jersey August 13th after two women claimed they had been sexually assaulted by the actor. Okay, so actually it's a while ago now. Busey was on location at a fan event called Monster Mania and was allegedly taking photos with the women. According to the legal docs obtained by TMZ, one of the women says Busey put his face close to her breasts and then asked her where she got them. I'm not going to try to do a Busey impression.
My mom?
Just. I'm not going to try to do a Busey impression, but you can just hear his voice in your head. Mm-hmm. You can hear his voice in your head.
Where did you get those?
Asking that question. Just that perpetual slur that he has.
With the teeth out and the cockeyed eyes and the crazy hair.
Which is only getting worse as he's aging.
Yep.
I love that guy. Yeah.
Exactly.
He then allegedly attempted to unlatch her bra strap. The other woman claimed he grabbed her butt. And then he did it again. Grabbed another butt the next day. Grabbing butts everywhere.
Butt grabbing son of a bitch.
Then Busey allegedly asked to apologize to the women before, quote, claiming that sometimes it is possible to accidentally touch someone in a specific body part.
With my hand and a grab and pull. Yeah, no, buddy. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, you know who tried pulling that old chestnut? George Bush. And not H.W. Bush. I'm talking O.G. Bush. Oh, no, that was O.G. Bush. There's too many Bushes.
You got to trim that down, man.
You guys landed in World War II. Ray, go see what the rhubarb is, will you?
Herbert Walker is the older one.
Okay.
George W. is the younger one.
The accomplished artist.
Yes.
George W. But before H.W. died, he is in a height of the Me Too movement. Someone tried to Me Too him because he grabbed a butt. Except the man was in a wheelchair and like half paralyzed, and probably also didn't know where he was nor what year it was.
You know what? That's how you get away with it. That's why all the old men are frisky, right? I don't know what I'm doing. Boobies. Gary Busey's been in that mindset for the last 30 years. So
turns out I was talking about the wrong president. I meant to mention this guy.
Fuck Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch. You know who said that? His brother, Kurt Busch.
Kurt Busch.
Butt pussy.
That NASCAR event that's whatever, all gas, no brakes, whatever it's called now, Channel 4, Andrew Callahan, all those people. Just Gary Busey's everywhere. With the quotes and things that were coming out of there.
Clitorius. I fucks with the clit.
Yeah. So Busey accused. There's fingers being pointed. I think there are charges being levied. Busey comes out today and says that he didn't grope anyone. He denies that he sexually assaulted anyone, and he believes that his accusers made up the entire story.
I'm gonna highly doubt Gary Busey's story. Let's be honest.
I think a TMZ photographer caught up with him.
The problem is, here's the problem, right? Let's say he asked for a jury trial. What is a jury of Gary Busey's peers?
Oh, I have audio. Oh shit, from TMZ. Of Busey, I guess they cornered him at a gas station. So I'm gonna play this off my iPad. I can't share it with you, Mike, but I think I have the audio here, and it's gonna be Gary Busey attempting to pump his own gas. For Busey, that's got to be a weapon.
I'm surprised he didn't fling the gas out like a
He puts it down in his crotch.
Relit. Yeah.
And it just squeezes the pump.
Yeah.
I piss on you. All right, here's TMZ talking to Busey.
Gary, how are you, sir? Gary, how are you doing? Gary, can you just tell us what happened?
This dude's talking to him. He walks by a van and then he just walks into it. Like he just falls into it. I shouldn't be laughing at that. He's 78 years old and he is suffering from a brain injury, but it's at the same time, it's Busey.
It's like a catchphrase to a show. That's Busey.
That's our Busey.
At the event, is there anything that you can say, Gary, about what happened? You know, your fans want to know. Do you have any regrets?
No, I don't carry any regrets with me ever.
You don't ever carry any regrets with you? Got it.
Well, first thing I got to tell you about is I can't even hear you.
Okay. I mean, what happened at the event? The women said that you
Nothing.
You groped them. Didn't happen? Not true?
None of that happened. I was, there were my partner and the camera lady and me, two girls. The owner was in there. It took less than 10 seconds. And they left. Then they made the story that I assaulted them sexually when I did not.
The story's not true.
You're talking when I'm talking, so you're done.
Go ahead. No, sir, I'm listening.
I can't listen.
No, I'm listening. I'm sorry, because like you, I'm having a hard time hearing with all the cars. So you said it didn't happen, right? It didn't. They made up the story. Is that correct, sir?
You're talking way too fast to be any kind of report that's worthy because I can't understand you.
Well, let me.
Fucking Busey.
That's my Busey.
It hasn't caught up with him yet. He's got a buffer. He's got that little the little spinning icon.
When it does, it just shoots out all at once.
We gotta slow it out. We gotta slow it out there. Ah! All right, rolled it back a little bit. I want to hear that again.
I'm listening. I'm sorry, because like you, I'm having a hard time hearing with all the cars. So you said it didn't happen, right? It didn't. They made up the story. Is that correct, sir?
You're talking way too fast to be any kind of report that's worthy because I can't understand you.
Well, let me slow down. I mean, you were saying what happened, so go ahead. I'm listening.
Nothing happened. Nothing. It was all false.
They made it up. Okay. And what would you say to your fans who are just concerned about about the possible accusations?
I don't care because there are no accusations. And there's no possible ones.
Okay.
Wow.
It's 41. Gas prices are through the roof. There you go. You're good.
It's just the way it is, buddy. Accept it or move to another country.
Got it. So it didn't happen. They made it up. Okay. Say that again? Final question. There was photos of you with your pants down in a park yesterday. Anything that you can say about that, Gary?
You're not getting my point. You're talking too damn fast. Can't understand you.
What happened?
Have a great day.
All right, sir. Take care. Last question. Is there any chance that you were inappropriate, just unaware at the time? Anything else to say, Gary? Clear the air. We can just.
I can't understand you because you're talking too fast.
Is there any chance that you were inappropriate? You were just unaware at the time of how you were conducting yourself?
It's not.
Not at all.
Not appropriate at all.
Okay.
I have eyewitnesses there. Only two people. Photographer and my partner.
And they'll validate kind of your story as well.
What?
What would cause these women to make the story up?
Hey, listen, yes, that's it.
Okay. All right, sir. Good luck.
Thank you.
There it is.
Gary Busey.
I will say that TMZ riffraff there followed him to another location from that gas station to wherever it was he was going, because it was the same dude, and then just asking him the same questions again. So at that point, like, Busey's obviously an unstable human being.
You think?
You're poking the bear at that point if you're
I'm surprised that journalist was unharmed, actually. Because Gary Busey can be volatile.
And the second meetup, when they caught up with him at wherever it was he was going, the dude actually Busey gets like right in the guy's face, so like walks right up to the camera with a cigar in his mouth, and that's when I thought there was going to be an altercation, but it didn't happen. So it was alluded to in that video, and this is from page6.com. After all of this goes down, Gary Busey pulls pants down in public after sex crimes charges. And
go big or go home, right?
So I think that now the photo that is shown of Busey, who's sitting on a park bench with his pants down, like right to his ankles, looking like he's like popping a squat on a toilet. I think it was from the same day that TMZ caught up with him, because he's wearing the same exact shirt, the same clothes, the same hat, same set of sunglasses. I think it had, like, the photo was taken, went viral as quickly as it did, and TMZ was on it red hot. Page 6 says paparazzi captured Gary Busey pulling his pants down at a public park in California on Saturday, a day after he was charged with sex crimes. In the video, the 78-year-old actor is seen sitting on a bench at Point Dume Park in Malibu with his black sweatpants by his knees as he looked around with a giant smile on his face.
That's Gary Busey. That's 1,000% Gary Busey right there.
It's unclear why Busey dropped his trousers, but it's not the first time he has done so in public. You know what that reminds me of? Reminds me of this.
Your old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be. Ain't what she used to be. Ain't what she used to be.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
If only Busey was wearing boxer shorts that had little hearts on them. So there you go.
Right.
Yep. There you go. That's Busey pulling his pants down.
That's my Busey.
So you're surprised he's 78 years old. I'm surprised too.
I mean, he's always kind of had that once you hit that certain age, you just don't know anymore. I'm surprised his body is like, yeah, we can keep doing this.
That man will probably live to be 100.
He probably will.
He'll live to be what was that guy's name that died way too young recently? Kirk Douglas. He will outlive Kirk Douglas. He'll be around forever. Busey will surpass life expectancy. He will become a world record.
Wasn't life expectancy like 78 anyway?
Oh, he's already there.
Yeah.
He's like a real life ghoul from Fallout. He remembers when the war happened. All right.
Which one? All of them.